Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I want to talk about a old knife of mine. Now this is not a old knife, it's not from the 40s, not from the 50s, but this is probably from the 80s or 70s. And this knife was actually given to me by my aunt on, I believe it was probably my 13th or 14th birthday. And we were in an antique store, and I love antiquing. I don't go as much now because, you know, people just are usually selling stuff on eBay, and I can get a better deal on eBay anyways than the antique stores. But this knife here sure looks familiar, doesn't it? But it's not an LB7 or a Buck 110. This is actually a Bear Hunter, and we can see the name there, Bear Hunter. And when I actually saw this knife and I picked it up, it was not in this good of shape. I have sat and finished the blade on both sides. I have sharpened it. It's got a little bit of a curve there, but I will be fixing that in later sharpenings. And it looks fantastic. Now, one of the things that is different from this versus the Buck is that the pin that the blade shifts on is actually steel versus brass. So probably going to end up being a little more reliable in the long run. And actually that was a really good chance to look at size comparisons there, and they're pretty much the same size. So that is definitely a knife that I mean, this is definitely a knife that I don't carry, primarily because of its sentimentality, but also because of the weight. I mean, these things are just really heavy, cumbersome. You usually have to wear heavy-duty pants, or you have to wear a pocket sheath or a belt sheath for these to be comfortable in any way, shape, or form. But I just thought this was a cool knife when I saw it in the antique store. Now, sadly, I mean, now this says Solingen, which means this is probably German steel, stainless 440. Okay, we've got a decent steel on here. But unfortunately, in the research I've done on this knife, this points more towards Pakistani build than actually being a German-made knife. So, yeah, that's a little disappointing, but it's a little disappointing, but I mean, it's still a great looking knife. Everything meets up real nice, no real big gaps. You can just see one there where the bolster didn't really fit perfectly on there, but I mean, it's not horrible. You know, it definitely does the trick. So I thought you guys would enjoy seeing this one, and seeing a little bit of a few knives from my personal collection that I don't really carry but have sentimental stories behind them. So there it is, the Bear Hunter. Thank you guys for joining me, and if you like my videos, let me know in the comments, and if you like my channel, subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. So thank you guys again. Hope you have a nice day or night wherever you may be.